Have you ever heard when you grow up that an adult tell you, you will know when you grow up? If you have, please raise your hand. Now look around, I see mostly yeses. As teenagers, we're often deemed less capable and competent than adults. This is especially true in the business world. In fact, a 50-year-old startup founder is 2.8 times more likely to found a successful startup than a 25-year-old. However, we can't underestimate the power of youth. We not only represent the future, we're also the society's main agents of change and progress. Age may be a factor in terms of experience, but absolutely anyone can start a business as a teenager and create a meaningful impact. How do I know? Well, I would love to share my story. On the screen here, it is probably a familiar screen for a lot of you guys. It is a typical pandemic Zoom meeting. So the encounter between me and 3 other high school students occurred on Zoom. In 2021, me and 3 other high school students at the ages of 15, 16, and 17 founded Video Baskets together. We wanted to deliver local organic produce to the communities in the neighborhoods, with the intention to help farmers to deliver their produce and share their stories on a larger platform. But that wasn't easy. Our calls and emails were rejected by every farm that we reached out to. That was a big hit to us as young entrepreneurs. We had such high expectations that everything was going to go smooth, it was going to go perfect, and that we were going to be operating a fully running business before we even turned 18. But that simply wasn't a reality. That did not happen. Being a high school student seemed to be a red flag for many. Well, imagine if you're a really experienced professional that have been in the industry for many years. And randomly, someone you don't know, a complete stranger, comes up to you. A random high school student. They send you an email one day, and they ask you to be your business partner. How would that feel? Would you be a little skeptical? Or maybe questioning their intention? Well, I'm sure the parents in this room can attest to the fact that high school-age teenagers are not always the most reliable. I'm sure my parents can attest to that fact. But anyways, if I'm in your shoes, I would feel the same way too. Luckily, giving up wasn't an option in our plan. We were a determined team and we wanted to make a difference. So a few rejecting emails weren't going to stop us. So what happened? In our email, we took away high school, juniors, students, and instead we put we're social entrepreneurs. Instead of revealing our inexperience, we decided to emphasize that we had a really strong passion for business and that we wanted to take their local produce to the local community. In the email, we focused on how we wanted to help the farmers to bring their story to a larger platform. And this change forever opened a new world for us. I remember clearly, it was a Wednesday evening. Once again, our team opened up our own computers, and we hop on yet to another meeting that we held every other week. Per usual, we talk about our day, school, life, friends, sports, everything. Per usual, we play a little GeoGuessr just to warm up the conversation. Until we saw a red dot on the Gmail tab. It was from a farmer. And yes, you guessed it, that was our first yes ever. Before we knew it, we spent a Saturday morning going up to a farm and looking at the vegetables, enjoying the most beautiful nature, as shown in the picture here. And that trip took us to a whole new world. We were able to talk to the farmers and deliver the produce to the whole community. And not just in Potomac, we were in Virginia, we were in Oklahoma, we were in New Jersey, we were everywhere. That forever changed our life. And I can proudly say that we deliver vegetables to tens of families in the neighborhood every single week. So, what's a takeaway? First, you really just have to start. Without starting, you can't really do anything. Whether it is finding the right team, the right people, or finding the right business idea, you should start with taking initiative. Once you're with a group of like-minded people, you can freely encourage each other and support each other along the way. Well, if I didn't tell you, you probably couldn't have guessed it. The four of us on the Vito Baskets team, we live nowhere close to each other. And I mentioned it already, we're from Oklahoma, New Jersey, Bahama, Maryland. We're nowhere close to each other. But despite the distance, we were able to support each other, thanks to the internet. But most importantly, we always make sure that we're always on the same page. We make sure that everyone was following the same goal and that we were always talking to each other. That's exactly what brought us to where we are today. If, on the other hand, if you have a business idea, you're well on your way to think about how to build it, how to market it, or even how to make money out of it. Well, who doesn't like some extra allowance in your wallet, right? Second, be passionate. Your passion about your business and your determination to make a difference can really make a huge impact. If the farmers didn't see our passion, why else would I sign a contract with 4 high school teenagers, right? And this is especially important if you're a young entrepreneur who may not have as much experience as the adult, but you can be more passionate. Passion can really take you far. There are so many more lessons that I learned throughout my time with Vito Baskets, but today I want to leave you with one last takeaway. Be a change maker in your community and learn to make an impact. This doesn't mean you have to create the next Fortune 500 company or cure an incurable disease. Well, certainly you can, but what I really mean is you should learn to give back and bring a positive influence to your community. You will be surprised how far this can take you. I will never forget the friendship that I gained through the Vito Baskets team and the smile that were on the farmers' face when they hear our mission to bring their produce to the local community, or even just a little thank you from the customers who receive our weekly delivery. Keep this in mind, and you can really make a difference in your own and other people's life. Well, today, you have heard my stories about Vito Baskets and my takeaways. You have learned about the possibility of becoming a high school teenager entrepreneur. But if you're an adult, don't even worry. It's never too late. I encourage everyone in the audience today to go home and be an entrepreneur. Whether you're starting a real business or not, I encourage you to be the owner of your decisions and take initiative. And most importantly, make an impact. Thank you.